Hey guys, how you doing? This is we're back and let's play a game real quick. Oops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to drink in the mic. Okay, so it's doing the exchange variation of the French. Okay. Should win a pawn. Ooh, interesting. Let's see. Takes here. Takes. Pawn takes. I don't know. I think I have to play here to kind of hold this pawn. So just in case, so I can play my queen here. Yeah, you gotta stay ahead of the clock on this. Potential go there. Interesting. He didn't go there. Okay. I guess he allotted me to win a pawn. Hmm. 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 Sorry about that. Sorry about slurping in the mic. Let's see if I play here. Let's see if I trade off here. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, we'll go into tactics at this point. I want to analyze this. I think I could have played maybe slightly better. Let me see. And there's mate and 6. That was right. Okay. Now let's go back to this one point here. So if I play it here, oh, threatening mate. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, I see. I knew there was something there. So, okay, good. Let's get into puzzles now, guys. Okay, I just wanted to check that out. Come on, alright, we're in puzzles. Perfect. Okie dokie. Yeah, let's do this thing. Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? If we play bishop e7, that attacks the knight. Well, then he's got knight f6. I don't want to do that. Because if we play here, he's got knight f7. And then he's got here. Maybe that is okay. After all. Because that does pin the knight to the queen, doesn't it? So here is a bad move because of there. Then I double attack his knight onto his queen. So potentially that's an idea. Let's see, another potential idea could be queen there, which deprives that, and then we could play here attacking his knight. That's an idea. It might be too slow though. Alright, potentially have queen to d3. I think the most drawback to the queen moving to f4, guys, was that he walked right into a pin with the rook. So he intentionally walked right into it. Oh, the queen's under attack. What am I thinking? Yikes. For some reason I didn't see that. But now I do. that really does affect a lot of stuff. Okay. One sec. There we go. Okay. So how do we handle this sitch here? I kind of see now potentially we're going to have to play queen d5 if we're wanting anything to come of this. That attacks the rook. Or we do have a fork. So that'd be an interesting move, either here or there. I'm trying to see which one would be best fitting for the sitch. Excuse me. I believe it's that now that I think about it, because it covers there, then we could play there. But is it forcing enough though? Trying to figure out what the drawback to this move is. So if we played here, knight takes, rook takes, pawn takes, and he's up in exchange. Yeah. Hmm. Wow. Okay. That was a tough one. Really tough. I don't think I would have seen that one. I was thinking about something here, but I'm not sure if there's anything that is adequately worth doing that, because I believe he's got bishop, a queen there. We do at that point have bishop to b5, don't we? And then he's kind of a little stuck at this point. He might have to play there. Let's see here. He either has there, which I don't believe he would play, or here, which is more than likely what potentially he will play. We might even play just to draw the queen away. We might play there, but let's see here. Let's see here. If we play takes there, Is there any Greek gifts that we can use? Potentially, if we play here, if it goes there, we have here. And then if he tries to like stay here, we just push onward. I guess we could do that. Oh man, this is tough. Think. Don't force something that isn't there, so I have to remember that. Everything has to be forcing because this bishop's under attack. And if I play here, this knight would be under attack. So it's got to be total forcing. Interesting. Let me see if we play it here. Say he goes there. He goes here. Yeah. Let's say he comes up here. We could play bishop there, and the queen takes. Then we drop there. Yeah, I like that move. Then now we have bishop, and if he moves here, we play bishop there, and he would take, and then we take there, forking the queen, and let me see. But can't he go if he goes here? Do I want to play here? Let's see if I play pawn push. He'll probably retreat back at that point. We don't have our trick of somehow getting our queen here, there, and then trading off and then jumping our knight in. So worst comes to worst, if we play there and he plays something like this, we can drop a check on him, an attack, and we win a rook. So I believe that bishop probably b4 is more than likely the move. Yeah, I'm seeing bishop b4 because when we play bishop b4, it attacks here. Also forces the queen. It takes away. See, if we played our pawn, the queen's got that spot to go to. But with our bishop, it takes away all these squares. So our bishop comes here. So the queen has to either move here, and if it moves there, it's in such a problem. So more likely it would move here, and then we can jump in. Yeah. Okay, let's calculate to make sure this actually works here. I believe it does. Yeah, that does work. Yeah. Really? In 1900? You gotta be kidding me. That's not right. If we play knight to h4, we're threatening to win the queen. But is that too slow? We could potentially go queen. But then he has f4. I don't like f4. I don't like that. No. No, 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 no. Okay. We do have a knight moves in, pawn takes, queen check. King moves over, knight comes in. comes, and then you could play knight there, takes, knight comes in. And if king moves, we can actually take. And if the queen moves here, we can bring our... I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Yeah. There's so many options, but I'm not sure if after takes, what do we have? Huh. Thinking more knight after takes there, but that's just me, and I think we're fine at that point. Cause then if he moves here, we got queen there. Yeah, I like knight. And then knight here is really strong. Really, really, really strong, because we have a rook protecting the knight at that point. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you what would happen if he just moved. You have here, the queen would move. Then you move in here, and if the pawn pushes, then he moves over. Actually, that's mate. My bad. So that was the that was kind of the idea that was in the works. So bishop takes, pawn takes. So if takes, but let's see, if takes, queen takes, knight takes, that's one move sequence. Queen takes, pawn takes, and we've won a piece. So takes, and if he tries to check, rook takes queen, pawn takes, and then bishop takes, and then I believe we're totally smashing at that point. Is there anything else that he can do? I really don't see anything that makes the most sense. Bishop takes f6. Because even if queen takes, we'll take, and then knight takes. So bishop f6, bishop takes f6 is huge. The pawn move loses as well, so it's really a bad move at that point. So let's go for that. And then if we played rook takes, let's see if we play knight takes, rook, queen takes rook. And then we have potentially queen back there, and I think we actually win the pawn. Do we want to take right away? I believe we win a rook. I don't really see anything else. You'd have to take back here after taking. And then we can make a plan from there. Like if he takes here. Oh, we take the pawn, okay. Okay. Alright. We're moving on up. Okay. 1 second. Okay. There we go. We're back now. Okie dokie. Let's see, what do we got here? His bishop's pretty locked up here. If we can somehow get our bishop here and there, we win. Because then we'd be able to exchange it off and pass that pawn. Just 1 second. I think we have a better, not my bad, this is actually the best move now that I think about it. Because here, there, takes, and if he pushes, we can actually take, and we have, let me see. To see queen first. Let's see, here, takes. Let me stop the queening. Well, if he plays here, and then he pushes, takes, pushes, here, pushes. I'm not sure if we can stop it in time. So you have to calculate this out if he just pushes. Takes, push, takes, push, 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 push. Then he gets the first checks in. I believe we can actually, I think he takes our bishop, if I'm not mistaken, at that point. Nope. Our bishop would be here. So, but would we have enough checks to get out, though? So let's see here. I just want to calculate one more time. And there's just not enough time to stop it, so we'd have to actually take at that point. Then we'd have to queen. So I'm not sure if that's what the mission is. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but the only problem is he gets a passer. Let's see if we're fast enough. One. We can stop it, but I'm only concerned about here, here. There, here, and I believe he wins our pawn, and then he has two connectors. So I'm not sure if we have enough to counterbalance that. Yeah. No, you're fine. No, you're fine. No, no, it's not garbage. It's a good idea. It's just this is a weakness. If it was on like a dark square or something like that, that idea would really be stellar. It's just because it's this pawn's on a light square and this pawn's on a light square. These are just targets. If this pawn was here and this pawn was there, we would be able to sacrifice and win our pawn and get our king in and protect it. But because we have two targets for the bishop, it wouldn't work then. But if they were on like dark squares, it potentially would probably be winning. I'm not a grandmaster. I'm not sure. I'm just saying though it would be a lot better for us. Because he can even sack this pawn if he wanted to, these two pawns, and win that pawn and then get these guys going. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that would actually, now that I think about it, if he did take, that'd be losing. It could actually work. Let me check. I didn't calculate it all the way through. Let's see here, there, 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 here, takes. Nope. I think that potentially would work. That potentially might actually work. I'm just not sure if we're active enough though. That would potentially work. Now that we go over it. I'm not sure if it is. And the king does have entry points that maybe the bishop will just stay here and the king could enter in. So I don't know, you know. Yeah, I like bishop g as well. And at this point, if we take, he pushes, so then we push and queen. And then we can actually take here, and he'll push, and then we queen, and then he queens. I think we have enough compensation for that. I'm just trying to see because I got to this point, I'm just not sure if we have enough. But I believe that's the only way to hold any. Yeah, I like that idea. Oh, so it was incorrect. Huh. Interesting. What am I on? What am I missing? Because I think if we take, we lose. Yeah, it's equal at that point. So, yeah. Yeah. Now that I look at it, bishop close to the king actually, it was I was wondering about the perpetual. I didn't know if we had enough to get out of because of these pawns here. Should have just went back. Drat. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. We'll get it back. Okay. Can't go here because they're winning the bishop. Can't go here. Well, I guess we could go there. Then he plays here with check, or maybe even there. If we play it here, check. Interesting. Yeah, strangely but not, that's actually the safest move. Wow. Who'd have thunk? Going right into the heart of the position. Who'd have thunk? Yeah, that is the best move. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, that is the winning move. There's no checks after that. Snakies. I don't really see any counter to mate at this point for black. He doesn't have. If he pushes, so be it. We mate. So if we go here, if he pushes, checkmate. If we go here and he tries that, checkmate. If we go here, he tries here, checkmate. If he tries here, checkmate. If he tries something like check there, after we move here, we take. And then he'd probably have to push there. And then we can always just slide on over here and stop this pawn from queening. So yeah, that's the perfect move. There we go. Good find there. Let's see, what do we want to do here? What do we want to do? Ooh, interesting. If we play here, king slides over. I don't think we have enough material to, let's see here. Queen takes, rook takes, king takes, pawn takes. And then he plays here, there, here, there, and maybe that is the combo. I'm trying to see if we have anything more that we can get out of this position. Maybe we have, no, if we play there, he's got that. Yeah, this is a threat. If we take here, he wins there, forking our bishop. So maybe it is just plain check. Because I really don't see anything after. Maybe if we check there and he moves, we can take. But is that adequate enough? So we check here, you can just move forward. Check. 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 That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's see if he moves his king up, though. I think that is the only move, because this does zilch. Because if he moves here, then we don't have any more checks, and that's still a threat. He could just take there. So yeah. Let's see, after rook d8, queen takes d8, forced because it allows the rook check. You can fork the queen and rook. Interesting, yeah, that is true. I see what you're saying. Because here, there, and then here, queen takes, king. Oh, wait a second, wow. Yeah, well, let me see, here, there, you're right. And then here, with this rook here, sorry. I gotta specify which rook. The rook on d7 checks, and if king goes to, we'll say king d7, rook d8, king goes to c7. The d1 rook checks on d7. The queen goes to b6, and then the d7 rook comes down, and you're right, it attacks the queen and rook, so he's going to have to exchange. Otherwise, he'll be totally a goner. Yeah, and then this is just totally winning. I believe that's... Oh, wow, you're kidding me. Don't tell me it's this. What in... Oh, well, I guess... Huh. You gotta be kidding me. You mean they're gonna risk that? That's very risky. I guess you can do mate. So, we played something like that. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. That's just way too I think there's enough play here. I kind of see that he can lock it down, but really, I think we have enough play to actually win this. See, we're even slightly better, but I guess I was looking at that, but I'm like, that's just too. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't play like that. That's just way too risky for me. I don't like that. You gotta have a pretty, you gotta be pretty solid in your play to do that. Let's see. Yeah, when you have two knights like this, one sec, I'll be right back. It's kind of a pain. You know, that one problem really taught me something, guys. We have to make sure, remember, it doesn't matter what we like, it doesn't matter what we feel. Remember, it's what the position has us to do. And if we have to do the bishop check and then take the knight, and the position tells us to do that, we have to be secure enough to be able to do that, and just say the position told me to do it, and I'm gonna do it. So I have to remember that, to put aside my my wanting, and actually do what the position has at hand. And that kind of gave me a shell shock on, I'm gonna start doing that. Let's see. I kind of like your idea, but let me see. Do we have anything here? Let's see. If we play, okay, rook takes knight. Pawn takes. Huh. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. That's kind of why I'm wondering if rook takes isn't rook takes knight, and then if he checks, well, see, if we play bishop takes or queen takes, if we play queen takes and he checks here, we can always intercept with our bishop. And then if rook takes rook, we could take to a check, and our bishop covers here. Because remember, what does the position want us to do? We just have to decide that. What does the position want us to do? And if we have to, we can we actually, let's see, if we play here, we got to be careful because he can actually check, well, check there. I guess we could just play here, couldn't we? He can't check there, can he? Snikes. Very crazy of a position for sure. I don't know if we want to trade off our queens in this position, but we might have to. If the position says that we have to, because then we have this pass pawn here that we can walk down the board if he he's got two knights, but would we two knights versus a rook and a bishop, is that enough to get this pawn down the board? Kind of like sealing up this wound here, so I'm not sure if I like taking there, because I don't want that to have any impact. And if we played here, queen takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, rook takes after rooks, we always have, well, okay, we gotta be careful because of this check there. No, we don't, because the rook would guard, I mean the bishop guards this spot, so we'd be fine. Yeah, queen takes is correct. And at this point, we have a move that we can play, and I believe that it's bishop intercepts right here, and that's the move that are. Is that the correct move? Because he does have check there, doesn't he? Let me see here. Okay, if we intercept there, he checks there, rook comes up. Rook comes, bishop takes, then checks there. Rook intercepts. If knight takes, guess we got check. That's the only thing. We can't move. I guess we could move. But let me see. What would be good? Now, if we moved here, I think he can actually check. And when we intercept there, I believe he's got check there, and if we actually move there, he could just take with his queen, and then everything falls apart. Yeah, I'm thinking bishop f3 is, if I'm not mistaken, is actually the correct move. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that he can do. I believe that he would only have a check here. And we could actually, if we needed to, just move down, I believe. Well, no, we wouldn't, but we'd have to move our rook up, wouldn't we? Because otherwise he can take it. Well, we could move down here, couldn't we? No. The queen would take at that point, so we'd have to move our rook up. Yeah, first it's there. And then at this point, we have bishop. We can intercept with our bishop. Or we intercept with our rook. We intercept with our rook. We have rook takes, bishop takes, then check. Then the bishop, then the rook could actually intercept here. Knight takes, bishop takes, and I think we have enough material to. We could check. Then if he comes there, check. And if he comes here, check. Well, not sure if we intercept with our rook or the bishop. I really don't like intercepting with the bishop, because if we intercept with the bishop, he's got a check there. Then we can come back, and potentially he can actually take there, cause a problem. Oh boy. Let's see, if we moved up here, he's going to take, for sure. Because if we move bishop here, check, rook, knight takes, bishop take, queen take. Well, we could take with the queen at that point. And then we do have a rook, don't we? Dang, for some reason I'm just not seeing this. Let's see, what do we want to... There we go. Okay. I'll do one more and then I gotta log. Sometimes the position you have to just be okay with letting the position tell you what to do. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. We're close to trapping the queen. So if the queen tried something like here, we'll just bring this rook that was here over. If he tries back, we'll come over, and I believe he's stuck at that point. Let's see, if we played here and they played up there, you have bishop b4. And if he tries queen here, I don't know if we have anything after that, now that I think about it. Do we have anything like this? The knight trapped? Do we have anything that, like this bishop potentially is hanging, so maybe we can push this pawn, and then when the bishop retreats back we can push. Maybe that's an idea. But then the rook can actually come up here and stop that. What we could do is play bishop there. No, then queen would take, and we don't have anything to take back the queen with. Snikes. That's a problem. If you guys got some ideas, I'm more than happy to entertain them. See here. Well, I believe bishop could take at that point. Well, maybe we could trap the queen. Maybe that does trap the queen. Yeah, that actually might work. Let's see here. If he plays there, we bring this rook over. Let's see here. Takes rook over. Here, there. Maybe he will just move his queen up to B. No, that still loses. Interesting. Huh. That potentially might be the move now that we look at that. Yeah, that does, because that does satisfy. If we play it here, he can actually play there, and then he has a chance of potentially getting out with bishop takes, and he should be fine for counterplay. Trying to see if there's any counter to this. If he plays bishop takes knight, we play queen takes. Well, I guess there is. Yeah, he would take and then win our bishop, wouldn't he? Yeah, because at this point he could actually take, and then if we take back with the queen, he can win our bishop. So that is a problem. See here, there. Rook comes up, he wins the rook. Here, there. If queen comes up, he wins the bishop with check. So we have to be forcing. It has to be forcing. So maybe it's actually rook c2 now that we look at this. No, that's not forcing enough, because then he could just move up and then we don't have that anymore. We don't even have that, and he's out of our zone. Well, maybe if we play here, he plays up there. Let's back down. I don't like that. I don't like it. No. We have to be really forcing with this queen. Oh man, this is a tough one. Especially when you have a queen. We have this arising in our throat. The only problem I see with c6 is that if we attack after this, say we play c6, he moves here, then we attack the queen, he could actually play queen to a3 and he's fine, because this is no longer barricaded. every move we gotta remember has a drawback to it. So we have to remember that. Huh. Maybe. Maybe. So let's see here. Rook A1. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I think that might be potentially, because this is a problem piece right here. Because if we played here, he could actually play bishop takes knight, and then we'd have to play queen takes to hold on to our rook, and then he can play bishop takes, queen takes bishop at that point. Yeah, I believe you're right on that. Yeah. Alright, good find on that. Great find. Okay, guys. Alright, with that, I got on a little late. I apologize about that, a lot of things came up, so apologize. But you know what? I'm going to try to get on a little earlier tomorrow so that I could do some more tactics with you guys and go over maybe a game that you guys bring. Well, with that, guys, I wanted to say that, you know what? You're doing great. You know what? We're rising in the ratings. It's a process. It's a slow grind. You have to continue to keep pushing forward. And you know what? Chess isn't something. It's fun, but to master it takes time. So, and effort and a lot of work. And that's what we're putting in as a group, as a team, as like a family. So, that's the whole thing, is for us to get better. And what we have to do is remember that one day after the other does make a difference with learning. And remember, there's always a plan in the position. We just got to find it. And as Wesley So says, serve the Lord Jesus, I say God bless. And you know that, guys, that I'm always praying for you. And so remember to keep studying, keep getting better, and be blessed tonight. And I'll be back on tomorrow, okay? So have a great rest of the night. Bye-bye.